What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Back on the S54 build. A couple days ago, Nick and I started tearing everything apart. We left off without having a 7mm wrench to take off the Vanos, and I picked one up, and I probably picked up the most expensive 7mm wrench. I'll show you guys later. Show you guys when John comes over here so he can talk shit to me about my purchase. After the Vanos removal, we are gonna have to remove the camshafts. And that's my first time on a BMW motor, and the reason why we have to do that is we have to get access to the head bolts, and that's very different from the other M50 and S52 swaps because you can just get to those regardless of camshafts being in or not. So that means if you ever want to take this head off or put it on, the camshafts have to be out, which is kind of scary, but it is a race motor, so what do you expect? So aside from that, I'm going to be dropping the oil pan and hopefully take off the rod bearings so I can see the condition of it, see if the crankshaft is scored, see if there's any issues along those lines, so I know what I need to order or what I need to do moving forward for this engine build. Hopefully we can get everything done today. We have all the boys swinging by. Junior's coming today. John and Saucy are gonna come and start working on this engine bay. Show you guys a little update on what we got going on over there. Shout out to Saucy because he bought giant white paper he was using to make templates on for the engine bay, and I'm gonna be using it to set up all the bearings and the cam caps and all that good stuff. I noted everything down, so front of the engine is gonna be right here, the back is right here, and then this is going to be the exhaust intake and then just the bearings. So everything's laid out in order because when it comes to the cam caps, it's not really as important. We should definitely put them back where they were, but the rod bearing caps for sure. Everything is machined to spec and tolerance. Each one has little discrepancies, so you're gonna need to put it back where it came from or you're gonna have some major issues. Let me guess who that is. Wow, we got 3 Mexicans that come here, including myself, so that's 4. Saucy likes his music, and Junior likes his music. John sometimes listens to it, so I think it's gonna be Saucy.
What's up, my guy?
Oh, blitz.
Getting pre-gaming for work.
Bro, you're wild, dude. I heard that shit from fucking...
Oh, my bad.
It's all good, papa.
Were you filming, dog?
Yeah, I was filming, dog.
Getting into the OBS fucking feel.
This one's tight. Did I do it? Yeah, I did it. There you go. Okay. The Vanos unit is out. Look how dirty that is. And typically, like, you get stuff like this in like dark spots where oil doesn't really reach, like where oil doesn't splash around, so it just stays there and bakes in the heat. But now we have it off at least. Let me guess who that is, bro. It's one of 2. No, that one's loud.
That one's pretty loud.
Let me go show them what they got. John bought a new daily, and he's really feeling himself right now. The sick ass fool. The mamalona. Oh, you're a tacuache now. What's up, big dog?
Fucked up on my order now.
No way. Bro, this thing looks good.
They ain't ready for that?
Hey, new wheels, some 24s, billets.
22, 24s, who this?
I spoke too soon. I definitely spoke too soon. John likes that music.
That's sad.
Wow. That was fucking $40, John. Thanks.
We got the kids watching. Got my daughter watching. Shout out to my daughter.
Watching all the videos.
Shane just saying, oh, let me just watch, just to watch. She's really curious about what we're doing. I took her on a ride on the truck. Yesterday I started bumping Spanish music. She just started laughing, getting a little embarrassed, like, oh my God.
There he goes. There he goes.
This is the part where I'm gonna...
The tacuache comes out.
I'm gonna send you the video so you can put it on there.
Next step, removing the tensioner to get the chain slack, and then removing these 10s to pop out the cam gears. The thing about these, it's the same thing with the M52, is that there's things inside that you don't want to mismatch, and you want everything in order. So I'm going to be popping everything off, and hopefully I can zip tie it somewhere and hold everything together, just so we don't have any issues with it later. This is going to be releasing all the slack on the chain. This is where things get interesting, at least for me, seeing how the cam phases with the Vanos. So you can see once you loosen up these 10s, all this piece loosens up, and you can see that it starts twisting this spline in and out. And this is the amount of degrees that it's actually phasing the cam, whether it's advancing or retarding the cam. So you can do that for both of them. So we're gonna take those off, take them apart, and make sure nothing falls out.
How are you going to consider for your
Intake, exhaust. So this would be intake, this would be exhaust. And then you can just note it down on the, because look, this whole thing comes out. And that's what's scary, because you have to make sure everything stays together, you know? When you pull it out. You can pull everything together as a unit, just like that. You pull it out with the shaft, yeah. This is gonna be intake, gonna write it down in a Ziploc bag, and then that's gonna be exhaust. You see how these are on a certain way? When you take it off, you gotta put it on the same exact way, like facing the same direction. Master Tech John right here, bro. You wouldn't even be able to be a mechanic, to be honest with you. You're too big.
What does that mean?
You can't reach your hands into anywhere, bro. Trust me, it's a real thing.
That's not what she said.
Obviously, you want to keep them together as well. So this is going to be intake, and then I'm going to take that one off. It's going to be exhaust. Things are going to get a little bit loud because Sasi's welding up the engine bay and grinding it down. But this cam cap, the one that's holding both camshafts, can be removed first. Once those are popped off, then we can start working in and out. The only thing is, John's going to be here holding the camshaft with a wrench, so it doesn't move back and forth. You do not want to move back and forth because you don't want anything to move and hit a valve with the piston. So we're gonna be doing all of that, but one thing to note is that on cylinder number 3, the lobe is facing straight down and putting pressure on the spring, like fully compressed. So that's the last one we're gonna be removing, and we just have to be really careful that we don't snap anything. All right, before we get to the last two, I'm gonna do that, and now you're gonna hold it with a wrench. Let me get that 24mm. Make sure on the 3rd cylinder that you're turning them in like quarter turn increments, because there is so much pressure on this cam shaft lobe that you can snap the cam. You can just pop these off, and since they're already marked down, you don't really have to worry about, you know, where they're gonna go. You just have to set them down. There you go. First camshaft I've ever removed on a BMW motor. In German, I think intake starts with an E, so that's why I don't get confused with exhaust, but this is E7, E2. I'm gonna be doing the same thing with the other side, and then we're gonna, after we remove the head, we're gonna flip it over, take off the oil pan, and it's gonna be my first time taking off bearings too, so that's gonna be even scarier. You have to remove this plate before you get to those front head bolts. Shout out to Julian. If you guys don't know who that is, he's swapping an S54 in his E30. He's almost done, if not done already. And he's been giving me some good tips. He's actually going to be sending me one of his little oil filter caps that he's going to be polishing out for me. So shout out to him. Check out his channel. I'll have it up there. But you have to remove that plate. I was also removing the guides, and look what I found. One of the most common things to break is this exhaust side guide. This was actually broken already because I pulled it off with like ease. You can see in there. Not good, John. Let's see what Sasi's up to. Sup, Sasi? Sup, girl? Damn, bro.
What's up?
How you feeling?
Good.
Yeah?
Easy to do some fillings, more touch-up, but it's getting there.
No, it's really getting there, dude. At least we're getting all the pieces done. Now we can just, after this, focus on the smaller ones, you know?
Yeah.
Like covering up all this stuff. Because I want to make a plate or something. Like, I don't know, maybe you can give me an idea.
Yeah.
I want to make a removable plate, you know, to run the harness through here. And then I want to just completely cover this.
Like a little tunnel system.
Yeah, it's kind of like tunnel the wiring through since we're not going to have the HVAC unit.
Probably get some reference pictures and then we'll create something.
Yeah, create ideas, dude. We'll get to it, bro. I don't want to distract you from what you're doing. Get rocking. Good, yeah. Let's set it down somewhere where it doesn't. They still have the factory honing scratches, so that's good. And the pistons don't look that dirty either. There's not a lot of carbon buildup like my old motor. Now that it's at this point, we just have to flip it over and start checking out those rod bearings. Bro, this is literally rat shit. Just first impressions, there was a lot of gunk, especially inside the oil pan. But it was some random pieces. I literally just found rat poop in there. I don't know how they got in there, it's disgusting. But there's also like RTV, it seems like, or silicone that's stuck on the pickup. That is normally from either assembly or if someone replaced parts and they just put too much, it just ends up falling down and getting stuck on that. All this is going to be replaced anyway, so that's good. What's cool about these S54s is that they have two pickups, one in the front, one in the rear. When you convert it to a front sump, you have to take off one of the pickups.
I don't think that came out of there.
Bro, it came out, I swear.
That is fucking weird.
There was rat shit all on top of the motor, so I wonder if it just fell into the oil cap.
That's what I'm saying.
Just pull off the chain for this oil pump. We're just gonna be removing it because we have to have it removed to get access to the rod bearings. Either way, it's good to get a new oil pump, especially at this mileage, so. Just keep adding to the fucking bill.
What the fuck is that on the ground, dude? What is that?
What? Bro, it's coolant oil. What do you expect? I know. Having a mess on the ground is not familiar to the shop, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, dog.
Only when Danny does it, it's okay.
It's alright, fool. I'm the one picking it up anyways. I'm just gonna take them off, look at them, and then put them back on. Because I just wanna see how scored they are, the actual bearing itself. So if they're fine, I'm just gonna put it back on, and then I'll replace it later, you know, so I don't lose place. And if I take this to a machine shop, then obviously they can do it. See that right there? That's a sign of wear, right? That's like actual physical wear. But the main thing is looking at the actual crankshaft. So you see the crankshaft, see how shiny it is? So we can wipe it down, see if there's any scoring on there, because that's gonna be the main goal. The bearing side we're gonna be replacing anyways, but it's the actual crankshaft that I wanna make sure is good. Because if it's not, then obviously we have an issue here.
This one looks like way better, I don't know.
Let me see that one, let me see that. Which one's which?
This one's here.
Okay. Put that one back up. Just trying to get confused. Funnest part about this job, cleaning up all the shit that you have to do.
Cleaning up Danny's fucking mess.
Sorry. Damn, he's going crazy with it, bro.
See how he like shaded it all in, molded it in right?
Yeah, it looks good though. Little sneak peek.
So he's
Saves the body work, I guess, you know? What do you think, John? You help me take off your first pair of cams, fool. And I'm gonna help put the first cam in you.
Ooh, you're gonna cam me?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be a mild cam?
Yep. Nah, she gonna be rowdy, fool.
Rowdy.
Stage 4. At this point, we remove the Vanos, the head, we checked the cam caps, and then we also removed the oil pan and the rod bearings and checked the bearings down south. So we're probably gonna be jumping more on the engine bay, trying to get that shit situated, and then starting to work on the Lincoln possibly. The hard body's gonna be starting to get in the channel more. And John picked up a new truck. You guys seen it earlier.
OBS, baby. Who else picked up a new truck?
Chat.
Yeah, we should give him a tour of it, huh?
Yeah, we should give him a tour. Hey, how many OBSs you got though, bro? On that note, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Wait. We're not gonna show them the OBSs?
Are we gonna go outside?
Yeah,
we just talking, bro. You ain't nothing.
So hold up, we're not here.
Hold up.
Yeah, so this is my my second OBS. There's this pretty sweet ass paint job. There's already paint like flaking off on the edges, but it's really clean. It's super. The suspension drives like a fucking car. So this is stock factory.
Stock, yeah.
It's really clean.
Stock. The only thing that's not stock is they put a. Well, this is your truck. You should know.
Oh yeah, you're right. So yeah, I put a dash cover because it's all cracked underneath because the old dashes suck. New dash all the way, the NBS, new body style dash.
I thought that shit was the original fucking dash.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's just tight. I just see that right
Yeah,
now.
it looks good though.
Dude, I was like, what the fuck?
Keys inside?
So many trucks, he doesn't know where.
Bro, I have all the keys inside, bro. Yeah. This was swapped?
No, the only thing they swapped are the panels. They used to be manual and they converted into electric.
Look at even the bed's really clean.
It's super cool.
Very, very clean.
It's cleaner than mine for sure.
But yours probably drives better. Huh?
Yeah, low miles, second original owner, positive 373 gears, AC heater works, cruise control.
Looks good, dude. All of them look good.
Yeah, all of them.
I think my favorite though is the two-door Tahoe. This thing's gangster, bro. 4x4. All original. This thing's so clean, bro. Look at that. This thing's a unit, bro.
And on that note, subscribe, like, and share.
Yeah, that's definitely not a posi diff though.
Nope.
Huh?
No.
Should have done.
I'll show you guys a positive. I'm like, John, what is this? It's not acceptable.
Bro.
It should be 2 wheels.
Yo, I'm over here thinking about, bro, it's acceptable to burn out in our shop. And you're over here like, fool, why aren't there 2 marks? Those wheels are ugly, bro.
It's a nice truck, though.
Hey, it's a nice truck, but you got to get rid of those wheels.
Hey, sorry, I forgot my wallet.
Got to get rid of the wheels, bro.
All right, guys.
Some billets.
We'll see you guys.